Well, good morning, everyone. Greetings from the great New York State Fair. And we had went up to Stevens for some breakfast, and then had planned on watching Melanie Curtis skydive into the great New York State Fair. So here we are on the sky ride. Liz said we need to ride the sky ride. So it's quite a long sky ride, so I put some fast forward into it. Bear with me here. You didn't want to watch the whole sky ride, but I wanted to kind of give you a look at the whole fairgrounds. And as you notice, it's quite sparsely attended at this time of the day. Channel Blue News down there.
You better go to Shamrocks sometime. But I like the one down there that has the entire chairs.
Yeah, the 1911.
Yeah,
if I could just figure out how to get the audio to work that good while I'm holding the camera. I haven't figured that out yet. I got to call my buddy Bushcat Tom and figure out how he does it. But here we are over on the far end of the fairgrounds, and they've got an area roped off. And we waited and waited, and
jumpers away!
We finally got jumpers away here. You can see the airplane, little dot up there, and I kind of put some fast forward in because this took a while. But the ladies flying some smoke in a circle so you can see where they're at. And gotta just kind of bear with us here as we there was a bunch of them. I want to say there was like 10 jumpers on the load. That was quite a nice show they put on here. So we're gonna let the whole thing play. And for those of you that didn't get to see it in real time or on the news, and you can see we got quite a few people on the ground watching now. It was very sparsely populated there to start with, but now that we've got the girls coming in, got quite a few people around there. We had quite a few elected officials around there too, some assembly folks, and former Congressman Brindisi was there. And here we are landing. This is Amy Shimalecki right here. You can't tell in the video, but I know who it is. We had a contingent of our members of the Division for State Police there providing crowd control, which was no problem. Folks were really well behaved here. And you can see them flying down through with the parachutes, and of course got a streamer or a flag there behind her. You got to factor in for that. And you can see the wind blade right there on the left side of the frame, and giving them an indication of which way the wind is blowing. You always want to land into the wind. Here comes another jumper, and they circle around and head for the landing area, and try to land clear of your other teammates. And again, just fly it down in, and then flare the canopy just like you would an airplane, and slows you down, and just step out of the skydive. Now here we are. We got some more folks out here. And of course we got our announcer in the background there, IDing the folks. I'm giving you a little pedigree information on how many skydives they got. Yeah, Melanie has been skydiving for 25 years. Can you imagine? And I flew the first load she jumped out of.
Same GoPro camera she did when she jumped out of the bush cap. The one on her helmet.
All right, and our last set of jumpers. Our three jumpers. Plan A is Maxine and Carrie, who will be jumping the big flags, or big streamers. We have Maxine Tate, Carrie Bell, and Karen Lewis Dalton, also known as Lou.
And it couldn't have been a more perfect day for it. Light wind, and the little bit of wispy clouds, but they didn't have to fight the wind, and the spot was looked like a postage stamp from above. If you've seen some of the photos that they posted on the Highlight Pro Skydiving Team website, these ladies are true professionals to be able to get down there and land on their spot.
And Carrie Bell, born and raised in Washington State, third-generation skydiver, owner and manager of a world-renowned skydiving facility called Skydive in Towson. She has 14,000 skydives. She holds several skydiving world records, a private pilot, a U.S. Parachute Association certified instructor.
Yeah, try to imagine
Melanie!
14,000 skydives.
Well, let's hear it for the Highlight Pro Skydiving Team.
Get a picture of Melanie with the pirate.
That walking stick with the pirate head on it there, you'll notice that we've got him appropriately masked for the COVID pandemic that we're all suffering through. But Liz found that walking stick for me back when my knees were bad 20 plus years ago.
Melanie Curtis is kind of a big deal.
Found that walking stick for me 20 years ago.
Ah, we gotta get a shot with the pirate. Check it out, huh? Oh yeah. Look. Oh, wait. Hold it. Now hold the gnome.
Yeah, had a guy with a gnome wanted a picture with the gnome, just like Flamingo Bob with the. Well, here we had some elected officials, and that was Kevin Buttonshawn worked with me on the sheriff's department all those years ago, 40 years ago. Now he's the most senior investigator here at the fair with the Division for State Police. And this is one of our assemblywomen from Albany came for, and I'm embarrassed I don't know her name, but they had to have a picture with Melanie and a picture with the pirate. So here we are down to the 1911 after the Skydive event, getting a little beverages, and then of course we had to go over to the baked potato, and you'll notice how the attendance is down to the point that this is all the line that there was at the baked potato booth. And they do a great job on those baked potatoes, no doubt. And of course, here we are making sure that we're hydrated. Now we go out and get on the shuttle to ride around. It's nice to just sit there and ride. Camping area was filled right up. I didn't see an empty spot.
People here gotta be starving to death. Look at this poor guy.
That vendor, we rode by him 2-3 times on the shuttle. This is the Indian Village. Never saw a patron there. I mean, it's so poorly attended this year. I mean, here we are. We're in the middle of the day, because the skydive was at noon. So here we are. It's got to be 12:30 or better.
Yes, it is.
And I mean, there's a few people walking around, but it's just sad what the COVID pandemic has done to us here. But they had some nice exhibits, just the same. The Army and the Air Force and the Marines all on the front gate here. Our deep fried Oreos, in case you're into that. And of course we come up to by the dairy building here, and there were, I bet if there was 20 cows in the whole building, there was a lot. Right here on the front was the only cows we saw. We went over to where the big birds were. Uh-oh, I got caught eating ice cream. Here comes Liz. She was over checking out the display. They were having a meet and greet for the ladies here. Fidelis put up a tent for them, and all of the whole team was here. That's pretty neat that they got.
What are you doing?
Checking on you.
Hi, guys.
Yep.
Kind of a big deal, Liz. I gotta be repping my.
Gotta be the hero, yeah. Totally.
This
Oh yeah, totally.
co-captains.
Yeah. You're from where they put the hose, okay?
Yeah, Amy was picking on me because we're from upstate New York, because she's from New York City. Well, I explained to her how that worked. But
Aren't they great? I love these
but this team has been literally all over the world. I've actually got photos of Melanie skydiving into over the pyramids over in Egypt. So here we are at Tully's, having a frosty beverage for the ride home. I've been relegated to Gatorade because I'm the designated driver, which is probably the way it should be. And don't forget to keep your hands off the PBR. So here we are out in the lot, the Red Cross lot. We always park here, donate to the Red Cross, and it's a convenient walk right across the street, and you're right there to the front gate. So here we are. A little fast forward out, and just a short hop down the side street, and it puts you right a direct access to 690 East, and we're on our way home. I hope you guys enjoyed the State Fair this year.